Hello, this is Mrs. Correa at John Marshall High School, and today we're finding the area of trapezoids. In order to find the area of a shape, remember we need the formula. So everyone write this formula at the top of your paper. We've got A for area equals 1/2 parentheses, and we're going to write B1 plus B2, it means base 1 plus base 2, and then h times the height. So for number 1, we are going to always start by writing down our formula. So we're going to copy down this formula. And then our second step is to substitute in all of the numbers we know for the letters in the formula. So A equals 1/2. Now our B1 plus B2 is our base 1 plus base 2. And those are the parallel lines in the trapezoid. So we've got 1.5 and 3.3. So I'm going to do 1.5 plus 3.3. And then we're going to multiply times the height, which is 2.9. So we're going to do times 2.9. All right, now that we've substituted in all of the numbers, we can start simplifying. So the first thing we're going to do, according to order of operations, is inside the parentheses. So inside the parentheses, we have 1.5 plus 3.3, which is 4.8. I'm going to copy down everything else. Then our next step is to multiply. I'm going to do 4.8 times 2.9 to get 13.92. And then our last and final step is to multiply times 1/2, which is the same thing as dividing by 2, if you prefer that. We're just cutting it in half, so dividing into 2 pieces. So 13.92 times 1/2 is 6.96 inches squared. Now, when we write down our unit, we take the unit given, but since we're finding the area, that's 2-dimensional space, you had to multiply once, inches times inches to get your inches squared. So that's our final answer for number 1. Okay, the next question we're going to do together is actually on the back of your worksheet. We're going to jump to number 8. And I'm jumping to number 8 because this is an example of a question that has more than just the 3 numbers we need. We have to interpret which numbers are we going to use for our formula. Now, just like before, our first step is going to be to write down the formula. So we've got A equals 1/2. B1 plus B2 times the height. All right, now after we write down the formula, we substitute in all the numbers we know for the letters that are in our formula. So I'm going to start with our base 1 and our base 2. So these 2 numbers in the parentheses. Remember, the 2 bases are the 2 parallel lines. So that's going to be this line and this line. So we're looking at 20 plus 7.6. We actually don't need these slant numbers. So in order to avoid confusion, you can cross those out if you want, but you don't need those in order to find the area of a trapezoid. The only numbers you need are the bases and the height. So I'm going to rewrite base 1 plus base 2 as 20 plus 7.6. And then my height is 13. Now that I've replaced all of the letters, I am going to start simplifying. So I'm going to add together my 20 plus 7.6 to get 27.6. Copy everything else down. My next step is to do some multiplication. I'm going to multiply 27.6 times 13, and I'm going to get 358.8. And then my final step is multiplying times 1/2 or dividing by 2, whichever you prefer. And my final answer is 179.4, and my unit is kilometers squared. Make sure you show your work by writing the formula, filling in the numbers, show me your process and your final answer. If you just give me the answer on all of these questions, you will not get full credit. So get all those points by writing down your thought and show me proof of life in your brain. Email me if you have any questions. Thanks for listening.